Healing looks like facing all of your pain, pulling all of it out, and allowing yourself to go through the process of seeing what has caused you pain, seeing what your weaknesses are, seeing how you can allow God to use those weaknesses for something beyond what you can even imagine. You don't start healing until you allow yourself to be naked. You have to look at yourself in the mirror naked. Physically naked. And naked is a space of nothingness. And I know from experience and just from what God tells me all the time that He creates from nothingness. He creates from a place of nothing. Something always comes from nothing. Nothing is the place that you have to start. Being in a place of nothingness, being in a place of nakedness is not and was not ever intended to be our downfall or our place of lack or our place of being hindered. Being naked, we were created to be naked in a garden in God's presence. And for the longest time, I was afraid of my nakedness. I was afraid of what I looked like in the mirror. I was afraid of being naked and being raw and facing myself and facing what God created in me. So it was not until I stripped off everything that everybody told me. It was not until I faced it that I knew and recognized that I could create something beautiful with the nothingness that I have, with the nothingness that I am. Since March, God told me, don't put any extensions in, not until June. Give yourself that time to see what I'm going to work through you. And what He taught me is just to feel the nakedness of my hair, to feel what it feels like, to fall in love with the texture, to fall in love with how soft it can feel, to fall in love with what it feels like. Because for a long time, I wore extensions as a cover-up and as a way to hide something, as a way to be something else, to be somebody else, to try to attain what was attractive for who I was with. And now, like, even as I'm sitting here with these what I would call doo-doo twists and the big ones, it's still so raw to me. It's so authentic. And it's just adding on another layer, the same way I add on layers of God. I add on God as a layer. He's in me, He's around me, He's outside of me. And now going forward, when I add on any sort of extension to my hair, it's not a cover-up. It's not because I want to be somebody else. It's not because I want to feel like somebody else. It's not because I want to look like somebody else. It's not because I want to hide who I am or what I am. But it's just a way for me to place emphasis that you can be bold in both spots, in the space of hating yourself and in the space of loving yourself. When I think of exposing, I just think about how many times I shared something or did something for validation. Exposure is usually shining light on something so other people can see it. And I was trying to shine light on other people's light. I was trying to use their light to guide me, when the whole time God wanted to just shine His light on my darkness. I can't see God unless I can face the pain, face what I don't like, face my state of what I thought was the scariest, being alone, being exposed. The need for validation forced me to create so many layers and cover so many things up. And for the first time in my life, I am exposed and I am raw and I'm naked and I am transforming and growing, and I'm healing by being more vocal with my vulnerability. I am no longer a victim to my weakness. I am now using my weakness as a catalyst. I am no longer defeated by my past. I am now being obedient to God to show me my future. I am no longer broken. I am now restored beyond measure. I am healed and I am healing. It is finished. That statement is a continual action, just like I am on a journey of continual progression. It is finished represents the past, present, and future. I am my past, present, and future. Tetelestai.